Welcome to Haran's Return to Work vlog series. Join Shelly Hodges-Konis, Haran's Director of Compliance, each week for a 5-part series addressing best practices for employer return to work strategies. Shelly will tackle topics such as the best way to engage your workforce in a remote environment, tips for developing a return to work plan, and how to promote mental wellness while supporting employee productivity. We look forward to sharing lessons learned from our own return to work experiences and addressing frequently asked questions we hear from our clients.
Hi, this is Shelly Hodges-Konis. Welcome to Haran's vlog series on return to work issues. This is our 5th and final series, and for that, I thought it would be fun to share a client perspective. Welcome to Josh Hayes, the Director of Human Resources at Wright Pat Credit Union, one of our clients in the Dayton market. I think Josh has had a really unique experience because you have a large workforce, a large portion of which had to go remote overnight, and a large portion of which has never left the office and has continued working as essential employees. But Josh, you said a couple of things to me when we connected that really hit home, and I think one of them was you've been kind of surprised at what's worked well for your workforce. So tell me the kind of the surprise in it for your organization.
Yeah, so our experience is a little unique. We've never done remote work before, so this was new for us entirely. In March, kind of going through that process and saying, okay, we have about 1,000 people, 700 of those folks roughly are back office, and saying, okay, well, for social distancing, for best practice, we need to get those folks remote. So that was a very interesting, very fast experience. We've always focused so much on our culture and saying that connectivity matters, being in person, being in our facilities was priority one. So we literally had no one remote working before this happened. And now pretty much our entire back office function has transitioned. So it's been interesting to see how that's played out. I think leadership has seen that it can be effective. So it's kind of a surprising, win during the pandemic for us, seeing that there's additional opportunity there to maybe maintain some of these positions on a modified remote work schedule. I think it's going to help us with recruiting. Certainly for some of these roles, and with retention because of that additional flexibility. So has been interesting. Some folks like me are really ready to get back to the office. Other folks are loving, the new flexibility and opportunity to work from home. So, a new opportunity and puzzle for us to solve as we go into the fall.
Yeah, you mentioned connectivity too, and I think you did something really interesting to stay connected with your workforce and engage the corporate office with the retail branches, and you showed your employees that they mattered and that you were concerned with them right away. What were the two things you did there?
Yeah, so the first thing we did was back in April, we actually paid an appreciation bonus. So all of our employees, director level and below, received a $500 bonus. Just, thanks for giving great service every day. Thanks for still being here for our members. That was received very well, needless to say, and it really went along with our culture. The second step in that, when we started to realize that this was going to be a longer term kind of modified world that we're living in, we implemented something called the I Am Essential campaign. And so that gave us an opportunity to really brand our efforts around ensuring we could still keep the teams connected, engaged, culture focused, but also show them that appreciation on a consistent basis as they continue to navigate the pandemic for our partners and our members. So, free t-shirts, care packages being mailed to their home addresses. We did a fun costume week where people were taking pictures and sending in pictures in different costumes and things. We did a take your pet to work day since they're mostly working at home anyway, and they could send pictures of their little, virtual pet assistant with them as they were doing their work at their back office. We did catered lunches for our member centers. And then with the I Am Essential campaign, also all of our director and above folks on peak days for banking actually went out and we worked traffic at the member centers to show that we were still connected and engaged with our folks there, which was really important to us and really important to them, so we miss interacting with our members and our partners. So there's just a few examples, but that campaign is actually going to be going on at least through the fall with a lot of different ideas. So we're excited about it.
Yeah. Tell how you've also kind of used your I Am Essential campaign to engage employees in some other ways, like for purposes of wellness and productivity and support.
Yeah, so the other thing we realized is we have a really robust wellness program that we're really proud of at the credit union. Put a lot of work into it over the last 6 years. A lot of those big events that we have planned are in-person events. So they're person-to-person contact events. So we've had to cancel the majority of those events this year and kind of rethink what we're trying to accomplish. What we've been able to do is through that consistent communication through the I Am Essential campaign is include more prevalent and poignant wellness communication that matter more to our folks now than they would have if we weren't in a pandemic. So really focusing them on still the importance of work-life balance, stress and anxiety management, trying to destigmatize those things a little bit, and also making it clear preventive care still matters. So making sure they're keeping an open and engaged dialogue with their primary care physicians during this time. If things change in their medical, condition, keeping that drumbeat going has been huge. And then, of course, providing EAP information on an ongoing basis, because while some of our folks love to work from home, a lot of them, that's a struggle, right? That's a lack of social interaction that they're used to. It's a new environment. They're not separating their work and their personal life because it's all in the same space as I sit in my condo. So making sure that they know that they have those resources available to them is another really big part of that effort.
Well, Josh, thank you so much for sharing Right Pet Credit Union's experience. I think you've shared a bunch of insight in how to make remote work normal, how to maintain connectivity with your employees, how to drive productivity and engagement, and how to have fun with it at the same time. Thank you so much.
You are welcome. Thanks, Shelley.